Sandra all the time is here with a cold heart true. She's the ears and the eyes for me and you. Every day, everyone want to hear from Sandra. And every time on the air, she's getting better. Tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your mama to call Sandra in the morning and in the evening. They always calling Sandra. And when they start fighting, they calling Sandra. And they
That's right, folks. Everyone is telling their mama about the cold hard truth. Welcome to another episode with more truth telling, more problem solving, and of course, more tea spilling than ever before. Sit back, students, grab your tea and turn up the volume because class is now in session. Call in at 936-2626 because your voice matters. Share your opinion on issues that matter the most to you.
Sandra all the time is here with a cold heart true. She's the ears and the eyes for me and you. Every day, everyone want to hear from Sandra. And every time on the air, she's getting better. Tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your mama to call Sandra in the morning and in the evening. They always calling Sandra. And when they start fighting, they calling Sandra. And
That's right, folks. Everyone is telling their mama about the cold hard truth. Welcome to another episode with more truth telling, more problem solving, and of course, more tea spilling than ever before. Sit back, students, grab your tea and turn up the volume because class is now in session. Call in at 936-2626 because your voice matters. Share your opinion on issues that matter the most to you. All right, folks. Good morning. Good morning. Tell your mama. What your mama gonna say about that? Yes, sir. Mama gonna say, boy, I tell you what. I see what Sandy going on with round, yeah? Call her, yes. Ugh, I get so many messages. First of all, let me wish you all a happy Friday. How are you, loves? Honey child, it's a beautiful day in paradise. You know what I'm saying? We have to be so thankful, despite everything. Give thanks, always, 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 always. Gratitude. Live your life with gratitude. Yes? All right. So listen, what are you thankful for this morning? We're going to start off on a positive note on a Friday because, you know, I'm about to turn things up talking about some politicians and I feel like I have to pray when I talk about some of them because they're so devilish. Oh, my goodness. What a mess we're in. But look, you know, let's give thanks first and foremost. What are you thankful for this beautiful Friday morning? First 5 callers, I want you to call me now, honey child, and tell me what you woke up this morning, Friday, October, what are we in? October the 11th already. Woo-hoo! What are you most thankful for? I would like to hear it. In your voice, please. Y'all messaging me. Hold on, let me mute that. Let me mute that chat because somebody soon messaged me, Miss Sandy. I would be thankful if you would mute that ping, 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 pong, pong noise, you know? Oh, gosh, I have to laugh because I'm like, yes, those are my messages. They're coming in. Child, I keep my phone on silent all the time because messages be heavy. Good morning, my love. What are you thankful for today?
Good morning, Anichan.
Good morning. Tell me.
First of all, I want to thank God, which is the head of our life. I am grateful to be alive today because enough did
Yes.
not belong to you
Oh
today.
my gosh.
And
You're
I
so right.
am so grateful. I may not have all that I want,
Yes, but you got
but
your
I have life,
needs.
and that's the greatest thing
Yes.
ever because without life, we're nothing.
That's
And
right.
with life, I can move forward and I can do whatever I want to do.
Oh, I
So
love
I'm
it.
grateful for life.
Yes, so beautiful.
I'm
And you're
so
absolutely right. So
grateful.
many not as fortunate. Thank you, my dear.
Yes, you're most welcome. Have a beautiful
Now,
day.
would you be thankful if I gave you a little gift certificate this morning as well?
Would I be more thankful?
Yes. All
Thank
right,
you.
honey child. So what I want you to
Thank
do for
you.
me is WhatsApp me
Yes.
your name. And I'm gonna
Okay.
put it in an envelope here. And happy Friday.
Thank you.
All
You
right,
have a
darling.
wonderful day. Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. All right,
Most welcome.
folks. The question today. This is participatory. That means y'all need to get up and do your thing. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Get up. Oh, I'm sure you must be hearing complaints about traffic in Prospect. No? No, I haven't. No complaints yet. All right. I don't know what's going on in Prospect, honey chill. However, um, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay. However, that's not what we're going to talk about yet. We're not going to get to the things that annoy the heck out of us. We're talking about what are we grateful and thankful for. One caller. Now, y'all got to do better than this. I can't believe that I can't even get 5 people to call me this morning to tell me what you are thankful for. Is everybody sleeping? Where's your hand? He should be thankful for brownies. Brownies are life for him. One more. Oh, there we go. I'm beginning to wonder. Y'all a bunch of ungrateful. Well, you got to tell me now. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Sandy.
Good morning, Mr. Dexter. What are you thankful for this beautiful Friday
I am
morning?
thankful for life.
Ah, that is so beautiful.
You know, I had stage 4 throat cancer.
Oh my gosh.
I'm still here.
Yes. Isn't that something?
No,
Yes. We need a little testimony today. Go ahead, Mr. Dexter. Tell us.
you know, I'm so thankful that God has a purpose for me.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
If I don't tell people what God has done for me, I would be denying Him. And nobody can tell me there's not a God.
Yes. Mm.
And I don't want, I pray that what I've been through, that nobody has to go through it to reach where I'm at now.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And listen,
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I love you.
Yes, we love you too, Mr. Dexter. Look at that. My gosh. I tell you what, you just never know. You just never know. Rhonda says, good morning, honey child. I'm thankful to be waking up to another day. So many things. 9362626. I want y'all to put your voice to your gratitude this morning and tell us, what are you thankful for? Good morning, caller.
Hi.
Hi, good morning. Good morning.
I'm thankful for waking up this morning.
Yes. Aw.
And
So
I'm
beautiful.
thankful for my family and my friends.
Yes. That is
And
so
I'm
wonderful.
thankful for everything I have today.
Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. Thank you so much for calling.
You're welcome.
Have a beautiful day.
Thank you.
And I want to give you a gift certificate too. So just have your mom WhatsApp me. And I'm going to make sure I put your name on this gift certificate for you, okay?
But my dad's here.
Your dad's here. Okay, well, have your dad do it. All righty?
Thank you.
All right, thank you too. Aw, such a sweet little angelic voice. Oh my gosh. Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning, Miss Sandra.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. What are you grateful for today?
I'm grateful for my mom. She's the strongest character in my life that I know.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Do you think your mom is listening this morning?
Most likely. She loves your show.
Well, I hope she hears how grateful you are for her. Now, what does your mom do that's like the most amazing thing? Is she like a good listener? She gives great hugs. She's always there for you.
All of that.
All of the above.
She's a very selfless person.
Oh my gosh. You guys are going to make me cry today. That is so beautiful. Thank you so much. And can I offer you a gift certificate today as well?
Oh, yes, please.
Yes. Send me your name on WhatsApp. Happy Friday.
Ma'am. Happy Friday.
All right, darling. All right, folks. I love it. Good morning, caller. What are you grateful for today?
Pleasant good morning. This morning, I'm grateful to God for his goodness, his grace, and his mercy. And I thank him for the opportunity to live and grow and be a part of the Cayman community. God bless and keep these islands.
Oh, my gosh.
I appreciate this. I appreciate every Caymanian.
Thank you so much.
Yes, I am grateful.
Yes.
But I thank God. To God be all the glory, honor, and praise for keeping us, caring for us during all the storms, the ups and the downs. God is amazing.
Oh my gosh, such a testimony. Thank you so much, caller. And can I offer you a gift certificate today?
Absolutely.
Oh, send me some. WhatsApp me. WhatsApp me your name.
All right, no problem.
All right,
God
darling. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
all right. Wow. Imagine if we did a whole show of just being grateful. Oh my gosh, we could just elevate each other to like a totally different level. I tell you what, we do enough complaining to, every once in a while, just vocalize our gratitude. And today I'm just moved to have this little segment of the show. So good morning, caller.
Good morning, Miss Sandra.
Good morning, darling. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. And I give God thanks and praise that I can wake up another morning, another Friday morning to watch you, me and my 2-year-old granddaughter.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Every morning I can put the TV on for her. Shanja.
Oh my gosh, what a cutie pie. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate the support. And I'm going to offer you and that little grandbaby a little gift certificate too, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, please just send me a little WhatsApp message with your name and I'll get it all sorted out for you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, let's do it. Let's do a few more. Why not? Let's do some more. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. How are you?
Very blessed. How are you?
I am even more blessed. You know why?
Yes.
I'm watching the sunshine.
Wow.
And a lot of persons just don't have that in the U.S.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
thankful that I am at least making it through the traffic somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thankful that the hurricane passed us. I'm thankful that all my faculties are working. I'm just thankful for life. Hello. Can I get high on life here?
Yes. Thank you Thank you so much. I'm going to give you a hallelujah.
Praise the Lord.
Yes. So
I am
amazing.
just grateful. We've made it this far in the season, even though they said it was going to be a very active one.
Oh, the season not over yet, but we've still been blessed.
I know, but let me tell you something. God has a hand on us.
Mm-hmm.
God has a hand. I'm just grateful. I am grateful.
Yes, my dear. Wow.
Yep.
Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate this.
Wonderful day.
Yeah, you too. Thank you. Wow. Talk about attitude of gratitude this morning. Come on, folks. Oh, give me some gratitude this morning. 936-2626. I don't know what's going on with traffic, but somebody said traffic is kind of busy in Prospect. Police are there. They're going to try to help y'all out a little bit. Good morning, Luis. Miss Alba, buenos dias. Miss Sue said, good morning, Sandy. What's going on with the traffic? My daughter left Savannah at 6:50, and they're still by Ocean Club. So many roads closed off. It's ridiculous. Why would roads be closed off? It's not like we have so many to begin with. We only have like the one road, really. Oops. So I don't know, Miss Sue. I haven't heard. What's going on? Can anybody tell me? Traffic patrol? Somebody listening, let us know what's going on. Miss Olivia, good morning. Miss Sue says she's thankful for health, family, and friends. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I am thankful that we have ancestors that worked so hard to give us the islands that we have today. And I'm thankful for our seniors who are still around that have beautiful oral history to give us.
Yes.
And that we may learn from them and appreciate and not feel entitled to what we have today.
I know. Because they work so hard to give that to us, you know?
Amen.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's beautiful. And let me take this opportunity, since you're mentioning our seniors, to remind people that we have a segment here on CMR called KMAD Voices, and it's really dedicated to hearing the stories of our seniors. And we sit down with them and we do interviews with them. And, you know, it's just an amazing opportunity to take that oral history and get it recorded in some form or another. So if you've got a senior in your life, 65 and older, and you think that, you know, this is something that would be amazing. And you know what? It's also a keepsake for the family, because the family gets to keep this as a history. Please reach out to me, because I'm always looking for these stories, boy. And it really, as you rightfully said, caller, it should make us appreciate from whence we've come, and how hard, you know, our forefathers, our parents, our grandparents, and the ones before them really, really worked. And they sacrificed like so much to just be able to put bread on the table, quite frankly.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You're
All
welcome.
right.
Okay.
Love it. Nisa says, thankful for listening to Sandy. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Evelyn, good morning. Miss Sue says, I'm also thankful for God for keeping Cayman safe. Dee Dee, blessed Friday. Adrian joining us from the Philippines. Big up yourself, Adrian. I love your photo there. Looks like that's you and your beautiful wife. All right, folks. Oh yes, we got some tickets to give away today as well for the show tonight at the Hartwell. So this is the What Happened tickets. Yes. So what happened was, big shout out to Lisa. While I was on the show and Matt came on what day was that? Was that Monday? And we were talking about the show. She secured me 6 tickets for Friday because we thought Saturday was already sold out. When I was able to manage, I scored my tickets for Saturday's show, and that's a better night for me. So I've got 6 tickets. I'm going to pay Lisa for the tickets, and then I'm going to let you guys go. So the next 6 people who want to go to see What Happened and you hadn't gotten your tickets yet, call me now. This is the time, 936-2626. Let's give it away. Let's give it away. Yes. Mm-hmm. All right. Come on now. Let's go support Matt. And they're free. I'm just giving them to you guys. I'll pay Lisa and I'll give them to you. Oh, look at that. Good morning, caller.
Well, good. Now I'm really thankful for something else this morning. Oh my gosh. God, you're good.
Oh my gosh. Beautiful.
You, Sandy.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right. So just WhatsApp me. Say your name and for tonight's tickets. And then I'm going to drop them by the station later on. And you just got to go by the DMS station and collect them. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm going to get them there as quickly as I can this morning. Thank you, honey Shot, and enjoy the show. I heard it's really good. So I'll see it tomorrow.
Amen.
You'll see it tonight.
All right. Thank you.
Beautiful. You're welcome. All right. That's one. I got to make sure I write these down because I'll give you more tickets than I have. Somebody keep track. So that's 1 ticket. Good morning, caller.
Yes. Good morning, Miss Sandra.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
Good. You're trying to score a ticket for tonight?
Yes, ma'am.
Beautiful. Now you got to tell me something you're grateful for in order to get the ticket.
Many people didn't live to see this morning.
I know. Trust me. Absolutely beautiful. All right. So do the same thing. Just send me your name and let me know that this is for the ticket. Because obviously I've got people messaging me for gift certificates. And make sure you go tonight now. Don't waste that ticket.
Yes, I will.
All right, honey chow. Have fun.
Thank you.
Good morning, caller. Happy Friday.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, dear. How are you?
Fine, Miss Sandy. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. You looking for something fun to do tonight?
Definitely, yes.
Nice. All right. So tell me something that you're grateful for.
The gift of life.
Oh, beautiful.
Gift of life.
Beautiful.
Heavenly Father had gave us that gift of life, and we are so grateful and thankful to Him.
Yes. Thank you so much. All right. So do the same thing. Send me your name. Put tonight's show next to it, and then I'll give you a ticket. That's caller number 3.
Thank you, Mom.
All right.
Thank
Beautiful.
you.
Thank you, my darling. All right. So we got a few more tickets left. Okay. All right. Good morning, caller. Welcome. Hello, darling.
Morning. This is my first time calling your show.
What? Big up yourself. Hold on. I need to give you a big kaboom. Kaboom! There you go. Honey child. Welcome. How are you?
I'm thankful for life. I'm thankful for my 86-year-old father.
Do you think he would do a K-Man Voices segment?
Sure he would.
Oh.
He loves cameras.
He'll hardly even know the camera's there. I go with a minimal setup because I know a lot of our older people can be a little bit shy sometimes. But oh my gosh. Okay. Not him. Good. All right. That's wonderful. All right. What are you grateful for? You got to be grateful for him, of course.
And for life.
Yes.
And for my siblings, for my family, for being alive today.
Yes.
And I'm even grateful for the people that perhaps don't like me.
Yes.
So
Big them up too.
Yeah. Well, you have a great day.
Thank you so much. And just message me. Make sure I get that ticket. All right. We're going to do one more because
no, you can give my ticket to someone else if there was a ticket for me.
Okay. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you too.
All right, darling. Thank you.
Bye.
All right. So that means we got 2 more. Yes? Okay. 2 more, honey child. This person says, morning, Sandy. I wanted to call in, but my heart got full listening to Mr. Dexter's testimony. I'm very thankful to still have my mom, who's 93 years old. Wow. What an amazing blessing. And is still so very active and has all of her great sense of humor and loves to harass the house. She's a clean freak, and may God continue to bless her so much. And she still keeps me in a straight line. OMG. I love it. Got to interview her. She sounds like fun. Talk to her for me. That sounds like a good one. All right. 936-2626 is his telephone number. That is so amazing. 93 years old. Wow. Honey child. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good times. Happy Friday.
Yes, happy Friday. How you doing, honey child? What are you thankful for?
I'm grateful for life.
Yes. So wonderful. Life and health.
Yeah, this morning. And
yes.
We live to see many more years. To celebrate my birthday also. So
beautiful.
I'm grateful for everything.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. All right. You'd like a ticket for tonight?
Sure.
Oh, beautiful. All right. So just WhatsApp me your information.
Okay.
And you're going to be good to go.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I think by my calculations, we got 1 more.
Okay. Text it to this number?
Yes, ma'am. That's fine.
Okay, then. All right.
Thank you so much. Hopefully my math isn't off, but I think we're 1 more. 1 more ticket. 936-2626. All right. Everybody's asking what's happening to traffic. Apparently, the ships are in spots is what I'm being told. So the ships are docked at spots and it's thrown a big wrench in the wheel. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Yes, very, very thankful.
That's true. I want to say I'm thankful today that we have this media in order to express our appreciation of God a lot of countries don't have that freedom that people can voice their desire or feelings towards the God Almighty.
Yes, absolutely. Yep. Religious freedom, freedom of thought, freedom of speech, all things that we have to fight for very, very fiercely. Thank you so much, caller. And are you busy tonight by any chance? Would you like to go to see the play?
I'll be busy tonight, but maybe tomorrow night I'll be free.
Oh, I don't think we have any extra tickets for tomorrow night. But if I score any, I'm gonna let you know.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, darling.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay, good. And WhatsApp me so I can know. Hold on. All right. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, honey child.
Hello, honey child. How you doing?
I am blessed, Sandy, and
so
I'm not calling for a ticket, but I couldn't make it miss me to call to say that I am so thankful that Father God gave me the way to rise this morning, 5 o'clock, to get up and pray for the Cayman Islands, for every individual on the Cayman Islands. And I give a shout out this morning to all of the prayer warriors on this island, because we do have some really good prayer warriors on this island.
Amen.
And I am very, very grateful for 3 wonderful and beautiful grandchildren that I still have the fight in me to fight for, because soon from now, if we don't try to get something for them, honey child, they ain't going to be able to get anything. So we have to keep that fire burning and that fight in us, because let me tell you, I already live my life, and I will go down for either one of them.
Amen. Where's that hallelujah button?
Praise the Lord.
Listen, if you need a reason to fight your children, yes. Thank you so much, caller.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. Yes, let me tell you something. Powerful words. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Auntie Sandy. How are you?
Good morning, dear. How are you?
I'm good. I'm blessed. I'm grateful and thankful this morning.
Yes, absolutely. What are you thankful for?
Well, first of all, thankful for God for sparing us out of Milton's path, because we weren't even in his path, and look at the waterfront.
I know. I'm still confused. Is that really from Milton? Because that is so crazy.
I know. Thankful for, him waking me up this morning, waking up my family this morning. Thankful for my family, roof over our heads, food on the plate, and thankful for my children and family.
Yeah, so much to be thankful for. And are you busy tonight?
No, that's what I'm calling for. I'm actually going tonight. I already got my ticket. But I want the ticket.
You can do a +1?
Yeah, I can give it to, I'm actually going to pass it on to someone else. Maybe at work, find someone that wants to go. And
beautiful.
All right.
Along. Yes. So send me a little WhatsApp message and you are good to go.
Thank you, Auntie Sandy. Have a blessed.
You too. Thank you so much. Blessings to everybody this morning. Didn't that feel good? Yes, everybody feeling good this morning. Why not? Sometimes you just have to vocalize what you're thankful for. Listen, mental health, your emotional state, extremely important, things that you have got to focus on. And sometimes, I'm telling you, if you've ever kept a gratitude journal, you really get to recognize how much, we complain. Listen, it's part of being human. I'm afraid to tell you that part. Okay? But we also should equally just be thankful for all of the amazing things that we have in life. Oh my gosh, we are so blessed. I sit here and I think, if life got any better, I would have to pinch myself and make sure that I'm not daydreaming. So, oh yes, let's do one more, and then we have some guests that we're going to bring on. Good morning, caller.
And I forgot to tell you
yes,
one
ma'am.
great thing that I'm thankful for.
Oh my gosh.
The friends that I have, a friend, Cyril Russell Jones, her birthday is today, and she is a wonderful, wonderful person, Sandra. She is one of the presidents at Lions.
Yes.
And she do a lot
Oh my
of work.
gosh, she was the original Siri.
For the community.
Yes.
I don't know how she do it, but there's never no ending to her work. And I want to say that I am blessed to have a friend like her today. And I thank her for all of the work that she do involved in Lions, and wishing her a wonderful, blessed, and happy birthday today.
Thank you so much, Siri. Happy birthday, girl. Happy birthday. That's amazing. We'll post her up. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna get a little birthday jingle going here for Siri in a minute. Oh my gosh, the positivity this morning is amazing. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, sweetie.
Hello, how are you?
How are you? I know when I'm finished, I know I'll get a little gift certificate because I'm telling you, anybody who know me, know my story. I know I have a situation I'm not seeing, and I'm very independent. I do everything for myself, and I refuse to complain. I'm giving God thanks that I wake up every morning on His wake up list.
Yes.
And I see people complaining, but I want to give God thanks for the Cayman Islands. And I tell you, I wouldn't change it for nothing in this world. And anybody, I say that this is where I partially grew up.
Yes.
And everything. And I have an eye situation I'm not seeing. But guess what? I go to church, I dress myself, I put myself together, I cook, I clean. I do everything for myself, for somebody who lives by themselves.
Wow.
And I'm giving God thanks. And I'm not complaining. I refuse to complain because every day God is blessing me. And I want to tell everybody out there, pray, because, and be grateful.
Yes.
Love people because you live today and you're gone today. It's not gone tomorrow.
Yes, absolutely.
And when I sit and think about other people, other part of the world today,
oh my gosh,
and see what is going on, I say, God, you're so good to us. You're so good. And I refuse to complain. I just keep it moving. I say, God, I have life and nothing's going to keep me down. I'm a go-getter and nothing's going to keep me down. And I have my smile, and nobody don't even know the pain. You know what it is to don't have vision?
Oh my God.
You know what it is to have vision?
Can't even imagine.
Guess what?
Wow.
My God is real. And I drink my bush medicine and I'm keeping it real.
Thank you so much. And I got a gift certificate for you. Don't worry, girl. I got you.
Put my name on. You know my phone number. That's good.
Yes.
Thank you so much and have a good day.
Really, really appreciate it.
And your phone should be, this line should be blowing up with everybody calling.
Right?
Should be blowing up, not to listen news, but to be blowing up your phone and say,
exactly.
God is good. And, I pray for everybody every morning. So that's where my strength is.
Absolutely.
That's where my strength. And I don't hang around no negative people.
Yes.
I keep it positive. I don't keep company and I don't hang around negative people.
Good. Yes. Very good. That makes a difference.
Yeah, so I put the icing on the cake this morning.
I love it. Thank you so much.
All right. Have a good one.
Really, really appreciate it. Miss Faith says, smile with someone today. Gratitude is second nature. Susie also wishing Miss Siri a happy birthday. I always say she was the original Siri. Before Apple had Siri, there was her. And says that she's a beautiful person, both inside and out. Happy birthday, Siri. Faith and Hope says, I'm thankful for my ability to keep giving back every day. So many amazing people who do that through NPOs and even in their personal capacity. Marshall says, I'm thankful for waking up in my right mind and be able to get up and walk around on my own and breathe the fresh air. Don't worry, Sam. It's bad because the ships came in. The water is still kicking up on the waterfront. So the ships had to dock in spots. And so that does not help the traffic situation at all. Giselle says, I would be grateful for a gift card. Giselle, what's up me? I'm making wishes come true today. All right. Send me a WhatsApp message, honey child. Happy Friday, Abby. Couple more, and then we're going to bring our guests in. Miss Jennifer says, good morning, K-Man. I'm thankful for life and for you, Sandra, and the Mall Road. Aw, little heart emoji. I was listening, and I hear my daughter call in that she was thankful for me. I'm still crying. Proud of you, my daughter. Oh, my gosh. That's the sweetest thing. So sweet. Kimmy says, good morning, Miss Sandy. I'm thankful for my family and friends that are safe in Florida due to Hurricane Milton. Yes, we're going to look at a little bit at what Milton did. Woo! Morning, Patricia. She's thankful to be alive, also grateful for my friends and family, and grateful for the people of Cayman to allow me to be in these beautiful islands. Wonderful. Love it. All right. Let me see here now. Did I miss any others? Just having a quick perusal, and then we're going to bring our wonderful guests in who are, I'm sure, thankful for being able to impart some really good knowledge with us here today. Rhonda, thankful for waking up. Thank you, Miss Rhonda. Okay. And I know lots of you. Oh, let's thank you, Nisa. She says, thankful for listening to you. Oh, yes, you missed mine. Hold on. Let me not miss yours. Good morning. I'm thankful for the ability to continue to help others, for the ability to offer comfort and healing to my patients. This person's in the medical profession on this beautiful island. Thankful for my kids and other kids and sisters who aren't blood. I don't want to call in and let my patients recognize my voice. All right. Okay. This person says, good morning, Sandra. Just heard a brief segment of your show on my way to work. Let me express my thanks to you for providing a platform for persons to express themselves and for the help that you've given to so many. Have a blessed and beautiful day. Aw, thank you so much. Thank you. This person says, yes, Dexter really touched a lot of people today. She says, good morning, Sandy. I wanted to call in, but my heart got so full listening to Mr. Dexter's testimony. I'm very thankful. I think I read this one already, but I'll read it again. To still have my mom, who's 93. Yes, I did read that one. Oh, gosh. All right. Okay. Oh, someone is celebrating on Wednesday. An anniversary. I tell them, girl, they should call in. All right. Few people. Oh, did I read this one already? Yes. Good morning, Sandy. My heart is so full hearing Mr. Dexter, but also for my family in Florida, as the hurricane didn't do any damage, but also the tornadoes were so close, but God is so good. Praying for those that is still fighting with this. Yeah, a lot of people having to deal with that. All right, someone is going to be celebrating their 17th anniversary on Wednesday as a cancer survivor. So that's definitely something to be thankful for sure. All right, let's bring our guests in. Ministry of Health and Wellness. Speaking of gratitude, we're thankful that there are people out here who are concerned about our wellness and who are going to give us lots of amazing information today. First up, we're going to be talking with the CNO, Ms. Felicia McLean, and the CMO, Mr. Nick Gent, talking all about HPV. Very, very important discussion. So let's bring Dr. Nick first and foremost. Good morning, sir. How are you? Happy Friday.
Good morning. Yes, very well, thank you. And it's quite fun listening to that segment of the show and hearing people looking at the positive side of life.
Yes.
Often we get people who are grumpy and looking at the glass half empty. So It was a good piece to listen to. Thank you.
Yes. Well, then we're going to ask you the exact same question as well, Doctor. What are you grateful for this morning?
Well, as I know my wife's listening in. No, seriously, we've been together 45 years, and we had our 39th wedding anniversary at the last weekend, and she splits her time between helping look after our granddaughters in the UK and looking after me a bit as well. And she's currently in the Cayman Islands having her bit of the sun and fun and taking time with me, which is lovely. So thankful for her.
So nice. That's amazing. Felicia McLean, good morning. How are you? We got to do something about your volume. I'm not quite hearing you. So just make a little adjustment there for me. And then while you're doing that, I'll read a few more comments. Diamond Princess says, I'm thankful for everything, the good and the bad. The bad because it builds strength and wisdom. Irvelyn says, I'm thankful for life, health, and strength, and thankful for Sandy for having Cayman Mall Road to keep sane throughout the day. Well, I'm glad I helped with the sanity and that I'm not driving you crazy. That's a good one. Nevada says traffic is really bad. Yes, we're aware of it, but you know what? Here's the silver lining. You always got to look for the positive in these things. The silver lining is you get to listen to CMR a little bit more this morning because of traffic. You're not going anywhere. All right, Miss Felicia, any luck?
Is it better now?
Yay! We're thankful we can hear you.
Yay!
Good morning. Good morning. So what are you thankful for this morning? We're going to be talking about HPV, very, very educational.
I am very thankful. Actually, because of the storm, I was blessed to be able to get my daughter and my 2 grandsons here. So they weren't in Tampa for the storm. So I've gotten lots of grandkids snuggles and got them in my house. So that's what I'm thankful for today.
Wait a minute. You're a grandma?
I am. I've got 2 grandsons.
You look too young to be a grandma. Oh my goodness. Well, that's wonderful news. You get to spend a little bit of time with them. So that's absolutely amazing. And of course, everybody is safe. We've had a lot of people checking in post the storm to say that, you know, they were safe. So that's absolutely amazing. So thank you so much. So good topic on this morning. HPV. So let's talk about it, educate people. You know, I love these segments because people get to walk away with a bit more information and hopefully something that will allow them to make better decisions about their health and wellness. So let's start off for people who have no clue what HPV stands for and what it is. Let's start with that. What is HPV?
Okay. It stands for human papillomavirus. So much easier to just say HPV.
Yes.
Human papillomavirus is a large group of viruses. There's hundreds of the things, but there are a small number of them which are quite high risk. This virus infects what we call the mucosa membrane, so the linings of the mouth, the anus, the vagina, the penis, you know, so the genital tract and the upper and lower ends of the gut. And certain of those viruses will cause simple skin lesions like warts, but there's 2 of those the viruses. If you really want to know, it's grade 16 and 18 of that virus that are very strongly associated with causing cancers. And the most important of those cancers is cervical cancer, and it's really important because it is a cancer that we can eradicate by use of a vaccine. If we get rid of HPV virus from our population, it's still possible we get the odd case of cancer, but to be honest, we should. It's a cancer that's almost, you know, we should be able to eradicate virtually. It also causes other cancers, cancer of the anus, cancers of the head and neck. So don't go away with just thinking cervical cancer, women, girls, that's the only problem. It's not. It can cause cancers far more rarely in boys and men, but it causes cancers in both sexes, and it's something that's transmitted from person to person, intimate contact activity. So it's an issue about transmission that affects boys and girls as well. So we've got that problem that we can see, that is, you know, cancer. Well, it's not really a problem. It's you know, in the light of we're being upbeat this morning, this is something which, you know, we can see a really important, great health goal that's achievable, and that's eradication of a group of cancers, particularly cervical cancer, because we've got a very good vaccine that can prevent HPV infection in boys and girls, and can prevent transmission between boys and girls.
Wow. So, I mean, this is, you know, it's amazing that we are, and, you know, thankful for vaccines and available medicine and the knowledge and technology around it. But it's absolutely amazing to think that a vaccine could, in real terms, eradicate a particular cancer. Like that to me, you know, that's the hope, I think, for all cancers eventually, for breast cancers and lung cancers. And, you know, there's so many different types of cancers, and obviously there's different causes and contributing factors. But this one, you say we have a really, really good vaccine that works. And people just need to educate themselves about, you know, what it is and how getting vaccinated can benefit you. So we do have a number of cancers that are linked to the HPV virus, and that includes cervical, mouth, anal, penile, vulval, vaginal. It can also cause genital warts. Obviously, this is an adult conversation this morning, folks. If you've got young kids, they may not understand all this stuff, but it's really, really important. Recommended children ages 12 to 13 to actually get it, or anyone who is at higher risk. And we're going to talk about some of the details, because there's different types, as you mentioned, of HPV virus as well. So Faded Mary Jean says, please let them know how it's caused. It's very important, especially for females. So it's transmitted by personal contact. Like, when we say personal, we mean partners that way.
Yeah, it's usually sexual contact.
Right.
So that is, and again, maybe some parents want to put their fingers in their children's ears, but we're talking usually about we're talking about penetrative sex. And it's not just penetrative sex between a man and a woman, but also it's an issue for men who have sex with men as well. So, you know, any kind of penetrative sex, and we're talking about, as I say, men having sex with men having sex with women, vaginal penetration, but also oral sex as well, because you know, these are the transmission routes that we're concerned about. And it's important to note that the epidemiology of this disease, it's one of the few sexually transmitted diseases that we don't think condoms are particularly helpful in protecting against, because you get, it's not just the urethral tract in, you know, that's being affected like it is in many sexually transmitted diseases, but this is a virus that affects the skin as well. So condoms don't give, you know, that full protection that you would expect. So this is again why people need to be very, very clear that the best option is going to be use of the vaccine.
Yes. Wow. And it is very, very prevalent in people. Like, a lot of people have different types of HPV virus. What's the prevalence like in an average community?
It varies by age. People start to acquire infection in the age range of 12 to 14, which is why it's important that we immunize children at, you know, at those school ages, because we've got to get ahead of the infection cycle. It then rises through late teens, early 20s. That's not unexpected, because that's the period where people are, you know, more sexually active, and it depends upon which population you look at. But it is affecting in different populations anywhere between 10% and 30-odd%. Most cases, the infection will, you know, the body's immune system will will eliminate it within a few years of infection, but in some people it will continue on. And of course, during those years where there is persisting infection, there's persisting risk of transmission, which maintains the circulation in the community.
Wow. And today is the International Day of the Girl Child, and they were talking about a new vaccine, new HPV vaccine being hailed as a lifesaver, especially in countries where, women are at such a disadvantage, and cervical cancer, very, very deadly for a lot of them because of the lack of medical care and screening options. So this is one way that the World Health Organization says that, you can really get ahead of this. They actually announced earlier here in October a decision that will help countries around the world reach more girls with this life-saving vaccine, but it's not just for girls. Girls and boys should be getting vaccinated. So let's talk about the importance of ensuring that both sexes are fully vaccinated.
Well, if we're thinking that this as a cancer vaccine, it does some other things as well, helpful things.
Yes.
But if we think of it purely as a cancer vaccine, while the WHO's ambition to immunize all girls is a very, very good one, it will not reduce the risk of getting cervical cancer. Just looking at the girls, just looking at the context of, WHO and, the young women perspective, it will not completely eliminate the risk of cancer. Our modelling suggests that if we immunise all girls, we'll reduce the numbers of cancers by about 40%. If we could immunise 100% of girls, that would be better, but we've got to be realistic. What are achievable targets? You're only going to remove 40% of cancers. If you immunise the boys as well, because of that effect of massively interrupting transmission, then at least 90% as ordinary immunisation uptakes, but realistically, it could be 98% if we got very, very high uptakes over quite a number of years. So it's not just for this year. It's we're wanting to have very high uptake of immunisation across boys and girls, and it will take about 20 years to get there. But in 20 years' time, if we achieve our targets of 95% at least immunisation across boys and girls, this should be a cancer that is effectively eliminated in the Cayman Islands.
All right, we got lots of questions coming in. Don't be shy, folks. This is your opportunity to learn more about it. Do we have any idea how many people are impacted here in the Cayman Islands? Like, do we have any local statistics on this?
Regrettably, as we have got no consolidated information system across all the healthcare providers, and we don't have a comprehensive cancer registry, it's very difficult to say. But what I can say is that if we look at the burden of disease, so that's precancerous, early invasive cancer, and include serious cancer, the invasive cancers presenting late, then we should be talking probably about between 1 in 40 and 1 in 60 women having HPV disease impacting their lives at some point. Now, the numbers of people who will get severe cervical cancer, invasive disease requiring extensive treatment, that's going to be between 1 in 100 and 1 in 200. But the burden of disease is very significant. We should also bear in mind that this is one of those cancers of middle age. And it's about the time when, families are growing up and impact, where women have got young children and so on, of mum being having a serious disease, is very, very significant, because we, things like blood pressure, that's sort of kind of a personal problem, the nuisance of taking the pills in the morning. But cancers are diseases which affect whole families because everybody gets drawn into the effect and the impact. So It's not just how many individuals It's how many families are getting affected.
Yep, very true. All right, question here from Faded Mary Jean. She says, please ask them. Oh, sorry, I think we got another one. Different question, sorry. It can also be caused by untreated chlamydia. Is that correct?
No. The HPV virus is one of the few cancer causing viruses. Chlamydia has very serious and significant effects. And the effects on chlamydia, apart from, sort of pain and discharge, usually more prevalent in women than men, but men can have symptomatic chlamydial infections as well. And the really big problem is the way that you can get inflammatory changes in things like the eustachian tube, the ovarian tubes and things like that, causing infertility. So untreated chlamydia is a huge problem, very high prevalence of it. If people are not using, safe sexual practices, chlamydia is one where condoms are good. But it's something that, if you think that something's not quite right down there, bit of pain when peeing, bit of discharge, just concern. Have I had unwise sex with somebody? Get it checked, because it's the untreated chlamydia longer term, over the months and years that are the problem. A rapidly detected case of chlamydia, dead easy to test for, is really easy to treat.
Right. So, wow. So interesting. So someone, and I know some of the answers to these things, but I obviously want the experts to answer it. Someone says, is there a test for detecting infection?
Yes, there is. And we can detect it. And probably in the future, and this is sort of another of those potentially good news stories down the line. I can't quite speak for the, for myself on this, but I do gather from my female friends and colleagues that the regular smear tests, pap tests, are not something they tend to look forward to. And once we've got good rates of immunization, we can move to just testing for whether or not somebody's got HPV infection, rather than looking at the cells of the cervix. So we can do simpler tests. And that's where HPV testing really comes into its own. It's about, because if you haven't got HPV infection, the probability of getting cervical cancer is extremely low. So you probably, you don't need so regular tests. You probably need to test only once every 5 years or so, and then only until your 40s. But if you have got HPV infection, then we need to do tests more frequently, because of we've detected high risk. So HPV testing, it's not for sort of the general public, because once you've got HPV, you're really kind of waiting till the body clears itself. We don't have a treatment for it. So, there's almost there's an old medical aphorism: don't test if you can't do anything about the results. But for women, it's probably going to become a standard test. And in some places, some people replace the pap smear, and in other people increase the frequency of pap smears or colposcopies to be able to make sure that we can jump on any early signs of disease, because HPV infection has occurred. And we do have the ability to do what we call high sensitivity HPV testing now. It's just being validated and so on. And we have got some meetings amongst ourselves. Felicia and myself. We'll have to find some questions for Felicia. She's sitting there quietly. And we're discussing a number of things surrounding cancer screening programs and what the best tests and what the best intervals of testing and at what ages should be, because we've not looked at that really in the Cayman Islands for 20 or so years, and we've got a lot of people doing lots of different things. So and one of the things that we're looking at the present time is introducing high sensitivity HPV testing and modifying the recommendations for the intervals for PAP screening as a result of us being able to test for HPV.
Okay. And just to be clear, when we talk about the testing component, the testing will tell you not if you've got an active infection, but whether or not you've ever had the virus, because it stays in your system, right?
No, the high sensitivity HPV test tells you whether or not you're currently infected.
Okay.
There are ways of testing whether or not there's been past infection, but they're not very helpful in terms of clinical management, because we want to know, is virus currently there? And they say normally within 10 years, you will, usually actually within a couple of years, the body will clear itself by developing its own antibodies and that kind of thing. But unfortunately, in some people, the body doesn't respond quickly enough or effectively enough. And those are the people who go on to get things like cervical cancers, anal cancers, head and neck cancers.
Interesting. All right. Very good. Yes, we've got some other questions. Some men are asking questions as well. So we've got one here, and his question is, let me just find it again, whether or not a 36-year-old male can get the HPV vaccine. So we know that the traditional public health sort of guidelines have been start young, 12, 13 years old, and that has been the focus. But if someone is older, can they get vaccinated as well? And is it helpful?
I was going to give Felicia a chance there. Do you want me to? Okay. The optimum is getting immunized way before you can get infected. So, you know, that 10, 12-year-old age group, that's perfect. However, the public health program we have here is that we will also, we're also saying to, if you've missed out at school, girls, if you're up to age 25, come to us, and you'll get, you know, it's a public health program, it's a free vaccine. And so that's our next priority group. We can use this vaccine up to 45 years of age. And that's a lower priority for us at the minute, because we're trying, you know, public health program, we're trying to push through these, what we call cohorts, groups after group after group after group of children. So it builds, you know, immunity in the most vulnerable as quickly as possible. But also men who have sex with men, please do get in contact with us, and you are eligible for HPV vaccine under this program. Probably not terribly useful if you've got to the age of 50 or so, but the younger people, 30-odd-year-olds, if you're a man having sex with men, please, we want to hear from you at the public health clinic. We'll be discreet. We understand, and you know, it's one of those things. Don't die of ignorance or embarrassment. You know, we're health professionals. We've seen it. We've seen it all before. We know. We respect diversity of people. We don't judge.
Very good. All right, 9362626. In case you have any questions, Richard has a question. He says, "Does the HSA offer free testing, or is it paid?" So presumably the vaccine is free to get, Felicia. Now, listen, my husband has a bee in his bonnet because apparently he went to get vaccinated this weekend, and he was shocked and surprised, I should say, to hear that vaccines can cost money, because he just assumed that all vaccines are free. And we know from a public health perspective that there might be some that the government is bearing the cost of. And then there are others that are not only are they not free, but insurance is the part that surprised him, that his insurance with Britcay doesn't cover it. So he's like, what? I'm paying all this money for insurance and they don't want to cover something as preventative as vaccines. Their travel, so things like, the hepatitis vaccines and that sort of thing. But is this one that falls into the free category? Somebody pays for it, but free to the person doing it.
As we've made this a public health initiative, this is one that is free. And we're looking at that cohort, though, of 25 and under being free for the public, because we're trying to get that herd immunity through the cohort of people being vaccinated. So we're still looking into whether to extend it beyond that 25 range, but definitely for anyone 25 and younger, or that 9 to 25 range that we're looking at vaccinating is currently free. And also, as Dr. Jet mentioned, men having sex with men in that vulnerable group would be another one we'd be considering in regards to ensuring that they get the vaccination, because the idea is to minimize this risk of cancer in our islands, which then makes it a public health initiative and really important to us.
Okay, and is testing also free if you want to get tested for it?
Not at present.
We don't currently offer testing for it, no, because for all the reasons I said before, it's not very helpful because we can't treat it, and we've got to look at volume of testing. We've got our molecular diagnostic lab where we'll be doing that. We're pushing a lot of work through there. So our first priority is probably going to be to include it alongside the cervical smear test, the Pap test, so that we can adjust the Pap test intervals to be optimized and to reduce the numbers of tests in women who have, who've been vaccinated and are HPV negative. So that's where we want to reserve our capacity just at the minute.
And we just want to add, that I know, like, normally the Cancer Society would offer those vouchers as well, normally in regards to breast cancer. And I believe they also do some in regards to cervical, your regular Pap smears, because those are important in the meantime, especially for that older group that may not have been vaccinated at a younger age, may not have any immunity against it, to ensure they're testing in regards to that. Because if they're not vaccinated, the next best thing is the Pap smear test to try and detect virus there.
Mm-hmm. All right, very good. So why should children get vaccinated? Because I know their parents are listening and they're thinking, are you suggesting then that my 12-year-old is engaging in sexual behavior? So why that age? And why vaccinate children? Because everybody in Cayman, just in case, Dr. Jet, you missed the memo, we're a very Christian society. And we all believe that everybody's abstaining until that marriage. So I think we might burst a couple reality bubbles here this morning.
I mean, for me, I take it from the stance. I'm always kind of like, let's just be across the board. Yeah. Let's say we want to be that Caymanians that believe our kids aren't going to have sex anytime soon. Let's just say we want to do that. And even if we have raised our children to abstain from sex until they get married, there's no guarantee that the person they fall in love with is also going to have those same virtues and have done that as well. And as Dr. Gent mentioned, condoms don't protect against HPV like that. So it's not even like, we've married someone, but they've had safe sex and we're careful. So you've done all the right things, but your spouse was different. And then you've now not protected your child at the age when they could have gotten that immunity, because we know we vaccinate our kids for MMR, we vaccinate our kids for polio, we vaccinate our kids, all these things at a young age, so that's the best time that their system can take the vaccine and actually get that immunity within their system. This is the time to protect them for what's to come in the future. It's not necessarily all about ensuring right now, okay, my 9-year-old may not be having sex yet, but I don't know what they're going to do at 15 or 16. We raise our kids to do the right things, but we're not with them 24/7. So we never really know. And this is a cancer that none of us want. We don't want the cervical cancer. We don't want the head and mouth cancers. We don't want any of these cancers at all. And we have a really good opportunity if we follow the same theory of vaccinating our kids early as we do with all other viruses that we have a vaccine for. This is just one more. Think of it as that. The same way we wanted to protect our kids when they were babies and we got the Hep B vaccination is the same way we want to do it now with the HPV. So don't even think about how they're going to get it. It's a cancer that can be obtained at some point in time in your life. And this is the chance to eradicate that possibility, especially within our community.
Wonderful.
There's another good reason also to immunize in relatively early in childhood. We know the vaccine is very, very effective if given at that age. but also it's an uptake issue. We know that when people that age, they're in schools, they're in a population that we can communicate with, and we know that programs of immunization given in school age get high uptakes because we can communicate with parents, we can deliver them through the school health services and the like. If we waited until people were older, we would be lucky if we got 10-20% immunization, and it would, for all intents and purposes, it would have no effect. And I did get the memo.
Yes.
but
very good, very good.
But I'm realistic. I used to be a Methodist Sunday school teacher. I loved all the children I taught dearly, but I was also realistic. They were going to grow up. They were going to find their own way. They were going to experiment. And as a loving, caring parent, you hope for the best, but you also plan and take out risk where you can, and that's love as well.
Absolutely. All right, let's talk about some misconceptions that persist in the community, because of course a lot of this is, quite frankly, it comes down to educating people, and I'm glad that people are asking questions. Anybody who's been shy has been sending the WhatsApp questions, and so I think that that's really, really important. To make sure that we as parents understand what this is, how it works. And then we can also try to educate other parents in the community. We can educate, children. I know we're going to be talking about here the school vaccination drive as well. But if we had, say, the top 3 or 4 bits of misinformation that is surrounding the vaccine or even the virus itself, what are those?
Only top 3.
There's a lot, I'm sure.
There's so much misinformation about vaccines going on. I mean, there's an industry. Industry out there. Fortunately, most people, whilst they might have a bit of fun reading these things, when it comes to it, and they're making a decision about their future or their own child's future, they come back to mainstream medical advice. And one of the important things we have to do is remember that, as you say, the top 3 or 4, but everybody has different worries or concerns. And so what we've got to do is make sure we're available to answer those queries. But I mean, the kind of queries that we often get are around the contents of the vaccine. No, it doesn't contain mercury or any harmful things like that. Is it untested? Well, hundreds of millions of doses of this vaccine have been given. This vaccine started off many, many years ago as a vaccine just against the 2 virus HPV types that cause cervical cancer. It extended into a 4 virus type, and now we're talking about a 9 virus type. So we're covering against a range of things. The current vaccine that we're using, that was the last iteration of development of this vaccine, and that became available, I think it was 2006. So we're talking about coming up for 20 years of experience on one of the most widely used vaccines in the world. So safety profile is absolutely fantastic. No, it doesn't cause infertility. No, it doesn't. Anything that you've read about, it doesn't cause it. It really doesn't cause it. It's a very, very good vaccine. It's a vaccine that's composed of the protein outer coatings of the virus. It's not a live vaccine. It can't cause infection of itself. But lots of people have got lots of different thoughts about what it may or may not do. All I can say is, it's a vaccine that particularly knowing my daughter-in-law, that my granddaughters will be given at the earliest possible age, and I would very much support her choice.
Very good. Felicia, any misinformation or misconception you hear?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would add to that, there's a lot of anti-vax right now around the world, I should say, and especially post COVID-19. It kind of and that vaccine and how fast it was rolled out, they brought a lot more suspicion. But I like I said, to take people back to the fact that, one, as Dr. Jet said, this vaccine has been around for over 20 years at this point in time. They've continued to advance the development of it in regards to going from 4 to 5 to 9, as he said. And so we know we have a vaccine that's well tested. We've got people that have had the vaccine are still having kids. The myths that people have out there that they're thinking is related to it, are being continually crossed off one by one because of the years this vaccine is. So it's well tested. It's well proven. The benefits are definitely outweigh any potential myths or thoughts in there. But as he said, at the end of the day, if you have questions, we'd rather you reach out to us and ask us either through the public health or directly to us, and let us talk with you and take you through the material so you can understand, because knowledge is power and we want you to be informed. But in regards to this particular, these types of cancers, it is the best thing that we can give to our kids to prevent them against a known adverse that's out there at this point in time. And then I just wanted to throw in there before we switch over to topics as well is this time around, we do have the link, and we can probably share it with you, Sandy, where parents can sign up to give consent to have their kids vaccinated in schools. We have tried to get into all the PTAs. We haven't made it to all of them. So if there's a principal or a school out there that would like us to come and talk to the parent body about this vaccine, we welcome the opportunity to give them the facts so that they can be informed, and then they can sign up for that vaccine for their kids to get it while they're at school, or they can take them to one of the public clinics that HSA is offering, and they can find that on their website as to when they're doing it throughout the month of October, as we do this push to really do get all of our kids vaccinated.
Fantastic.
Yeah, our new electronic consent system is proving to be very, very good. And we developed it just for HPV, but I think we'll probably start to roll that out to other vaccine programs as well, taking barriers away. Kid going home with a piece of paper, please mum, dad, will you sign this and put it back? They always get lost. But the electronic consent system, and again, getting Felicia, who is an experienced PTA officer, to come to your school, talk to people who is a Kemani mother and grandmother, as well as a professional, and somebody who is well aware of the concerns that parents in Cayman have, and can speak to them better than I can. I'll be honest. I'm just finding work for Felicia, but
I'm sure she's got
plenty. Please get to your school.
Yes. So how will the school vaccination drive work? So you're actually going to go into the schools. Parents have to give permission, like a permission slip, and then their kids can get vaccinated.
Yeah, it's already started. We have over, I think, 300 consents through John Gray High School, and we went to their PTA, and they've been in schools all day. We were supposed to have one of the public health nurses here this morning, but she's actually at the school doing vaccinations as we speak. And so it happens already. They do allow, though, if the parent puts a comment in the bottom that says, I want to be present, they can plan the time that allows the parent to come to the school to be there. Or as I mentioned, they could choose to pick a Saturday or an evening clinic that they do have options open that they could take their kids there. But yeah, you just consent. The vaccine will not be given to any kids who have not had consent provided by the parents. But if they do bring in the consent form or they send it electronically, then the child can be vaccinated at the school, and life goes on, and it's all good.
Any adverse effects from the vaccine? What can parents expect?
Nothing outside of their normal. When we gave our babies the vaccine, they might have a low-grade fever. They might have a redness and tenderness at the side of the arm. Nothing outside of the ordinary. There are some teams that are a bit more squirmish and have had dizzy, fainty kind of spells afterwards where they might tell them to lie down, but that is so infrequent and doesn't happen often. But I throw it out there because if you were to Google it, it comes up as one of them. But it's it's nothing more than the regular side effects you get post any vaccine we've given our kids.
Right. Okay. All right. So schools, are you going into private schools as well? Because I'm hearing about government schools.
Open their doors. We are more than happy to be there. So it has gone out to, the letter has gone from public health to all the schools. And then the schools, nurses that visit the private schools will also set those up with the principal, and they send a letter out to the parents and they say the vaccines will be giving on this day or during this week. So they do let them know once the school sets that up. But like I said, if some parents need to be more proactive with their schools to ensure that this is happening, reach out to us, reach out to public health, just to make sure that they do get them in there. Because like I said, there are one or two schools that are a little bit more not as open, I should say, and we're working on that.
All right. And then the vaccine clinics, I know that HSA had some, they had one last week because I went and got my COVID booster, another booster vaccine. I think I'm like on my 5th one now. And then I saw, parents there with babies and they were getting vaccinated. I know there's another clinic, I think, on this coming Saturday as well.
The next one is the 14th. Is that this Saturday? It's going so fast. They have no lie. They had one on the 5th, and then they won't have one again until the 26th, which is going to be in Smith Road. They're going to do it, but then they do have on Tuesday evenings. They have them in Bordentown and West Bay, all Tuesdays for the rest of the month. So if you're in the Eastern District, you can go to Bordentown. If you're in West Bay, you can go to the West Bay Health Center and get those in the evenings after work with your kids.
All right. So check the website for public health and you can get all the details. There is a flu and clinic that is going on now. Of course, it's flu season again. I'm just actually looking at the vaccine schedule here. So yeah, they've got some options available there if you'd like to get vaccinated. Okay, sounds fantastic. Just double checking.
The other thing to mention is that we've changed the dosages as well. So you now, if you're 24 years or under, you only need 1 dose of vaccine. It used to be a 2 or 3 dose vaccination schedule. Now it's a single dose for people of 24 years of age and under. And that makes things a lot easier.
Very good. All right. Anything else we need to know before wishing you guys a beautiful day?
I think just thank you very much. Please, when your schools send out invitation letters, go on to the electronic consent system, click on your consent, please. This is a really important objective. Mature vaccine, we know it's safe, we know it's impressively effective, and it's going to make a big difference. It's a long program. It's, we're here for the long run. We need to get through 10, 20 years to really start to see the benefits for it. But, after that time, we'll look back and going, why didn't we do it sooner?
All right. One final question. Decia has a question here. She says, there's a lot of lawsuits around the Gardasil vaccine. What do you guys know about this? Saying that, people can sue for anything, but she says that there are lawsuits in all 50 states alleging deaths and injuries. This vaccine has been around for 20 years now, you say?
Yeah, this particular one, this particular one which has got the most diverse range of HPV vaccines. Yeah, I've seen the lawsuit stuff. I'd have to say I'm not really impressed by the claims that people are making about what they think the linkage is. And when you certainly look around the world and you look at all the data that WHO and others have gathered over the hundreds of millions of doses that's been given, I wouldn't be sitting here and coming to you and say, if I was not absolutely convinced by the evidence that it is very, very detailed, massive, large-scale trials, observation in countries which have got really good surveillance system for post-vaccine effects.
Right.
But I have no problems, worries, or concerns about this vaccine.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, Miss Felicia, Dr. Nick, thank you guys. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. And on that note, we do have some other guests that we're going to be having join us here in just a second. But I just want to say, Decia, to answer your question in another way as well, there has been literally 20 years worth of consistent evidence that the HPV vaccines are safe and effective. There's numerous studies done around their efficacy, their safety. Now, what you have to appreciate that has happened, and more so, in the last 4 or 5 years since COVID has come around, is that there are a lot of people who've emerged and fall into this category of being anti-vaxxers, and they question every vaccine now. And this is unfortunately why there are some diseases that were thought to be completely eradicated or near eradication that have now began to reemerge and take foot. And it's shocking because it's happening not in third world countries, but it's happening in areas of California, of Texas, and all over the U.S. Polio. I mean, just all sorts of things that the medical profession is absolutely shocked that it's making a reemergence, but it's because people have jumped on this bandwagon to say, oh, vaccines. First, they start with the premise that, oh, we have an issue with the COVID vaccine, and that extends to all vaccines. And when you think about the millions of lives over the years that have been saved through the use of vaccines dating back from the very first one, inoculations have actually been happening for a really, really long time, even before modern day vaccines, so to speak. But when you look back at, at the history here, what you have happening, and this is where having them come on and answer questions and explain stuff to people is so incredibly important. It's an essential part of public health, because what the research finds is, despite the safety of vaccines, there are more and more people who are questioning their safety and who claim to have concerns. And it's simply because there's this ongoing rhetoric in the community. There is a thing about, I don't know if you guys ever read the book 1984 about sort of, controlling the minds of communities. Well, the most interesting thing is the more education we have, the more access to information, the more studies that are being done, you find people who want to consider themselves outliners. Like they want to be the one who's going to question, medicine that has stood the test of times forever. They want to be those outliners. They want to be, we got to be careful. We can't trust establishment. We can't trust doctors. We can't trust medicine. We can't trust vaccines. And it is a mindset that unfortunately is undoing a lot of really, really good public health work that has, reaped benefits over the years. The big takeaway from this, folks, is that vaccines across the board save lives, right? I get vaccinated as a child. I would have gotten all of my inoculations. As you know, it's required for you to even go to school, at least here in this country. And thank God for that. Some people are like, oh, I'm going to homeschool my kids because I don't want them to listen. If you have the chance to eradicate cervical cancer, penile cancer, vaginal cancer, vulvar cancer, cancer of the throat. I remember probably 20 plus years ago, I was listening to a segment of National Public Radio. You guys know I love NPR. And they were talking about how they had seen such an emergence of throat cancers in men. And they were trying to figure out what was causing this, because it was like a stark increase. And so they had been out there doing the research, and they realized that it came down to this HPV, this human papilloma virus. There we go. HPV. And they found out that that was what was causing all these throat cancers. And yes, there's a link to oral sex, I guess. I don't know if more people are having it or whatever, doing it, whatever. But there is a connection there. And so this is why it's important, folks, to look at the benefits from this vaccine. And I don't know if you've ever spoken to someone who's had a cancer of the throat or of the tongue, of the esophagus, but, I've heard it's absolutely, absolutely horrific. Get vaccinated, do your research, folks, but make sure that you're relying on not the fact that people are jumping up, throwing out lawsuits out there. Because like I said, I look at you sideways and you can sue me for that. That doesn't mean you're going to win, obviously. And it doesn't mean that your lawsuit itself has any real merit. But you see people advertising that, oh, there's lawsuits. Well, what's the outcome of the lawsuits? What does the actual medical evidence say? Go and look at the medicine for yourself, the research for yourself. My apologies. The Food and Drug Administration back in 2006 said that 59% of 13 to 17-year-olds were fully vaccinated in 2020. Now, they're saying that that's still a lot lower, because if they can get that number high into the 90s, again, you're looking at the possibility of eradicating some pretty serious cancers and what that means for all of us, for our children. Imagine a day when women don't have to do a pap smear, as Dr. Gent said. Imagine my daughter not having to go through, because women, if you've had one, I don't have to tell you the uncomfortable experience that is, right? The clamp. Yeah, it's just not fun. And we do it. And, every year we go and we do it and we, kind of grin and bear it as part of the process. But imagine a world where that no longer is a requirement. That would be, I think, absolutely amazing. All right. Good morning, Miss Darlene. Live Happy says, but you said in one of your previous shows to question everything. I'm not telling you not to question everything. What I said was go and look at the research. There's nothing wrong with questioning everything, but you've got to be willing to really dig deep and ask yourself the real questions, like probative questions. Like I said, yeah, people sue. Does a lawsuit, here's his logic 101. Does a lawsuit mean that there's an issue with something? No. People, like I said, people sue for all, especially in the United States of America. You're talking about a lawsuit in all 50 states. You buck your toe and they're going to sue whoever put in the sidewalk. They're the most litigious society in the world. Americans sue over any and everything. That is just who they are, right? And, I guess there might be some good and bad that comes out of that. It certainly increases a lot of costs and things that you probably don't even think about. But no, ask the question and go away. And this is why I always say, go away and do your research. There are papers and research studies that have been done around all of this. And so, of course, I would recommend you to seek those out as the things that you look at when you think about safety and efficacy and concerns and so on. Don't think about, oh, well, somebody's suing because of this. Because again, you got to follow the life cycle of the lawsuit. And as Dr. Gent said, he himself has looked at some of the lawsuits and have found that they really have no significant merit. So here's a good one in case you're interested, in case you want to really go a bit deeper. This is ScienceDirect.com. They have one about the HPV vaccine after 11 years of surveillance, and this is in Australia. So you can go away and have a look at that. So they do a full analysis, including a period of enhanced surveillance, affirms safety profile of the vaccine. During enhanced surveillance, they looked at a higher rate of, in younger adolescents, of syncope occurred, highlights the need for management and protocols to prevent what they call syncope-related injury and other adverse events of special interest. So, go and have a look at it. There are people, this is what these professional scientists and researchers and physicians do for a living. They actually will, collect the data. And this is where my heart is always pained when I ask a question and medical professions and other professionals say, oh yeah, we don't have that data in Cayman. How can we ever hope to make really good decisions for our community, whether it's from finance to health and all these other things, if we're not collecting data? We are so adverse to accurate information, mental health. How many people are suffering from mental health issues? How many people are suicidal? For such a small community, there shouldn't be any question that I pose to health professionals and physicians that they shouldn't be able to say, okay, Sandy, give me 1 second here. We've done the research. We've got all the numbers. We know how many people have type 2 diabetes in the Cayman Islands. We know how many are pre-diabetic. We know how many are, HIV positive. We should have information at the tip of our fingers when it comes to data, because we have such a small population. But what we also have, unfortunately, is a lot of people who don't appreciate the significance of participating in, studies or participating in questionnaires and providing this information. What we also have is successive governments who haven't seen the importance of putting a good public health regime in place where that information is automatically reported and collated and provided in one central database. So one doctor might have his own way of telling you what the infectious rate of whatever is in the community, but he's not required by law to then report that into any central database. I'm shocked and surprised that there's still people out here fighting against a cancer database. I'm like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like we need to get past these, most of it just incorrect information, mental hurdles. Oh, I don't want people in my business. You know what I'm saying? Having a cancer diagnosis is no longer a death sentence in a lot of instances. And it is something that you should share with whoever you wish to share it with. But, you know, providing the information to a coalition, like a central database, just so that we can have accurate numbers. How many people are being diagnosed with not just breast cancer, but stage 1, the different types of breast cancers, throat cancers, all these things. We would know where to put money when it comes to public health, what areas we need to be focusing on, what decisions we need to be making. Like, it just pains my heart that we are not data driven as a community, and we don't want to participate. When the government does a census, we're hesitant. Oh, I don't want people to know my information. I'm like, look, yeah, come in. When they come knocking on my door, it was in the middle of a Sunday afternoon. I was kind of trying to get some work done, but I said, you know what, honey, Chad, come on in. I don't want you coming back. Come in, sit down, take the half an hour, answer the questions. Yes, I've got a toddler running around, but just tell me what you want to know and let's just get it done. Right? I don't have anything to hide. Like, what you going to be hiding? To ask you a question, how many TVs do you have in your house? Okay. What's your income range? I mean, folks, provide the information and be honest so that our government at least have some benchmarks and understand where we need to focus resources and attention, and, you know, where we could use some additional help if help is needed within different sectors of our community. We need to get past this hesitation to even get involved in questions. All right. Or surveys and so forth. All right. Part 2 of our show today. We're going to be looking at helping to inspire our young people. So big shout out to them. And of course, we have a number of individuals who are working very, very diligently to ensure their young people have sufficient resources to support their mental health. And today, of course, is a big day for mental health awareness. Big shout out to everyone who is doing their part as much as possible to give our children some positive resources and outlets for them to feel like they have a voice. Because, you know, if you believe that your voice is being stifled, imagine how our teenagers and younger kids feel. I mean, they don't really have sometimes a real resource. And there are resources, and that's why we're going to tell you about this particular option here today. You know, whatever is available to them, let them know so that they feel like they have an outlet. So let's welcome the beautiful Miss Emily Kelly from the Alex Panton Foundation. Good morning, Emily. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So you've got this event coming up. Of course, I want you to tell us all about it. The Alex Panton Foundation is committed to supporting organizations, other MPOs, other events, anything around public and mental health, for our young people in particular. So what is the Inspire a Youth Meetup to Speak Out event?
It's actually a ministry-led event. So I know Miss Felicia is still here and hoping to hop on as well. But the ministry is leading this initiative, working with HSA, and APF is grateful to have a hand in it as well. But it essentially is build out a space for young people to connect with each other, to learn and engage in skills workshops where they can walk away with tangibles that they can put into practice to improve their overall social and emotional well-being, as well as mindful activities. We know that it's important and how valuable it can be to have healthy outlets when experiencing prolonged stress that can manifest into anxiety. And so being able to offer them some of those little mindful activity spaces at this event as well to figure out what works for them, what resonates with them. So the 3 main points of this event is really to pull youth together from across the island, variety of different schools and communities represented in the space, to engage in topics that they're really passionate about and have meaningful dialogue, go through some skills workshops and learn some takeaways and tangibles that they can apply, as well as engage in mindful activities. And at the end of the day as well, we're going to have post-event celebration, a little after party, because we know that just as valuable as it is to talk about meaningful things and engage in educational workshops, they also want to have a good time and connect with each other and connect with other youth. And so we're really excited to be able to offer like a packaged day for them to get the most out of.
Mm-hmm. All right, Miss Felicia is still here with us. So this sounds like an amazing event for the Ministry of Health and Wellness to get behind. I see you do have some other, obviously, sponsors. You got the Alex Panton Foundation, DART, Cynical. Is that one Valor?
It is.
I can't read what it says underneath that.
Foundation, Valor Foundation.
Okay. Getting my upgraded glasses soon, my dear. And of course the HSA as well. So this event is taking place. I think this is a midterm break for a lot of kids. Monday, the 21st of October at the Lion Center from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Felicia, why did the ministry decide to get behind and host this event?
So as you know, we've had several youth in our community have mental health crises. And as we work with the Alex Panton Foundation and HSA and the other providers for mental health, we've just continued to see a rise in our youth just complaining of more anxiety, feelings of depression, feelings of lack of self-worth and those kind of things. And so wanting to address that and help our kids, but then learn from our kids at the same time. All these key stakeholders all got into one room and it's like, what can we do to ensure our kids know that we hear them, that we see them, that we're here for them, and that we can't do this alone. We need their help to help, form a new policy and plan. And so one of the things that will happen from this day is there will be scribes in all of the different sessions as we hear from the youth as to what challenges they're facing, what they're worried about, not just in regards to mental health itself, but let's just say they worry about not getting a job in the future. Let's just say the family home is really stressed and they see their parents unable to buy food. Is that a stressor? Like, what are the different stressors that our youth are seeing, are faced with, that are causing them to have increased anxiety, increased depression, increased thoughts of self-harm? We're just trying to gather some information, but at the same point in time, we wanted it to be a fun, engaging event where they got to walk away with some nuggets. And from the Ministry of Health and Wellness, this is definitely a priority of our minister, as well as our ministry at a whole, because we do, our youth are for tomorrow. They are our tomorrow. They're our leaders for tomorrow, and we need to help them today.
Very, very good. Appreciate that explanation, because it's important to know for young people as well that they matter, right? So who is the event for? What age groups can attend? Tell us a little bit about some of those details.
Yeah, so we gauged it for kids years 7 to 12. So basically it's our high school students, and I'll say middle and high just because in the some of the private schools, they're still considered middle school because they don't have the same government system where it's just all high school. But basically middle to high is the age range that we're looking at capturing for this event, and all are welcome. We have sent the emails out to all the school principals, both public and private, for them to know about it. I think there's one school that isn't on midterm that week, and that school is obviously welcome to bring their kids if they wanted to bring them out to the event. They have the parental consent form. So there is a link that'll be going around for parents to sign up to say, yes, they want to bring their kids, or their kids are interested in coming. And then we also have another link for just our youth, because while we, as I mentioned before, we want to be there to help them, we don't necessarily know us adults all that they want to talk about. And so we have a link that's going around, a SurveyMonkey link, where they get to tell us what they want to talk about. So they get to choose some of the things that we will talk about on the day based on what's important to them. So we're encouraging our youth to hit that link and sign up and tell us what they want to talk about. And then we're encouraging the parents to hit the other link and sign up and say, yes, I'll have my child there. Yes, this is good. I will say I have 2 teenagers at home, and my son was like, you want me to be there all day? Because it's 9 to 5. It's like, it's holiday, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, but it's going to be interactive. So as Emily mentioned, that the first half of the morning is very interactive. It's self-led. They can go to whatever booth they want to go to talk about or learn about whatever they want to do. Things from talking about the hard things to all the way having yoga or a mindfulness kind of activity with art kind of thing. And then there's the food trucks are going to do their lunches. So they get to pick what they want from the food trucks that'll be there, and then a little bit of a summary, and then an after party. So it really is, while it's an all day event, we're really trying to make it lots of fun, lots of interaction. They get to lead. There's no one telling them they have to be here, have to do that, other than they have to stay there once they're there. They get to decide how they spend their morning and how what they want to be involved in. And we've done our best to make it as interactive as and self-led as possible.
Very good. All right. So we're looking at the flyer here, and we see ages year 7 to 12 students, important for them to engage and to come out. Lots of different discussions at 9 to 5. Should they get there a little bit earlier than 9 o'clock?
So yeah, we are figuring that parents will drop off at 8:15. I mean, most parents have to be to work by 8:30. So the gate will be open from about 8:15, with people volunteers ready to come in and receive them. And then we're figuring that parents are going to leave work at 5 and probably pick up at 5:30. But the event is technically from 9 to 5, knowing that they'll be a little bit before and a little bit after in that event. But yeah, so they can come anywhere from 8:15, and we're hoping to have everyone picked up by like 5:30 or so. Bearing in mind, traffic going that way is not the best, so we'll see.
Yes.
We are in the consent form. There is an option for some of our parents who don't work that way or couldn't get their kids there, that they can tick that they need bus transportation. So we're really hoping that they'll sign up, so we'll have an idea who and where might need bus transportation, so we can arrange that as well. But that's a potential option as well, based on how many people say they need to have a bus bring their kids in that morning and take them back home.
Okay. That channel, says, do they have to stay the whole day, or is it kind of like a drop-in thing as well?
We have the option as well in the consent form that says, I only want to stay till the 3 o'clock, or I want to stay till the whole day. So they can choose to leave half day, or the parents can say, I want to pick up at a certain time. So you're correctly, we take the consent from the parents, and as long as it's an assigned person to come back and pick them up based on the registration form, they can leave early if they need to.
All right. We do have a call in the line. Caller, you've got a question or comment for our guest this morning? Hello?
Yeah, thank you for health and strength this morning.
Good morning, sir. Thank you.
Because we could be in the same disasters in the United States picking up the pieces this morning.
Oh, my
We
gosh.
have a lot to be thankful for in the Cayman Islands.
Absolutely.
That God has spared us one more time.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir. Absolutely. Thank you. Yes.
You have a pleasant day and have a good Friday, Miss Sandra.
Yes, thanks. And you too. And enjoy the weekend. Be safe this weekend as well. People still giving gratitude. We had a bit of a gratitude. Emily, I forgot to ask you, my apologies. We were having a bit of a gratitude Friday today. What are you thankful for?
Ooh, that's a great one. I am going to say I'm thankful for my mom, Rhonda Kelly, and all that she does for the community and mental health efforts. Kelly held an amazing event yesterday with Infinite Mind Care, the mental health symposium.
Wonderful.
It was beautiful. So I'm grateful for her and all the work that she does.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. Yes, hopefully she got to hear you this morning. But yeah, she does a lot. So thank you, Rhonda. So this is an amazing event. I want to play a little video clip here. I'm aware and conscious of the time. So let's play a little video clip here that has been provided to us as well in relation to this.
Yes, I am the future.
Yes, I will understand when I'm older.
And yes, I am a citizen of tomorrow.
But I want to be involved today because my voice matters. So, on Monday, October 21st, that's what I'm gonna do.
Join me as we speak out.
Make new friends.
Learn skills.
Figure out how we can support each other.
And just hang out. There's strength in numbers, So, won't you join us?
Inspire, a youth meetup to speak out.
Monday, October 21st, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Open to all students in the Cayman Islands in year 7 to 12.
All right, fantastic. So young people say, their voice matters, and it does. And let's let them know that and give them ample opportunity to be heard. We do have another caller. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm staring my eyes out looking on the screen. I listen to everything and I tape it because I'm going to send it to someone with one of my grandchildren. But I can't see where it is because it's printed right and it's too fine. I can't see where it's going to be.
Okay, so we're going to give all those details again just to make sure that everybody has it. So just keep listening, okay?
Okay, all right.
All right, darling. Thanks, Miss Lucille.
Love you, girls.
Thank you. All right, she's in the UK and she wants to send it so that her grandkids can participate. So let's make sure that everyone has all the information and exactly time, location, all the deets.
Yes, so it is going to be Monday, the 21st of October at the Lion Center. Drop off starts as early as 8:15 with an event start time at 9 a.m. Parents do have the option to pick up their children at 3 p.m. when the structured event ends, and then the after party will go from 3 to 5, and then parents are encouraged to pick up between 5 and 6.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. All right.
And just want to add, it is a free event. It costs nothing. This event is being put on by the Ministry of Health and Wellness in collaboration with, as you said earlier, HSA, DART, Valor Foundation came on as sponsors, Alex Panton Foundation. We've also have some supporting people who are doing like Crichton Properties, Party Booth, Foster's, High Impact Media, Progressive. So there's the community coming together. We've got people like the Wellness Center. I don't want to start naming because I'm going to forget some of the other key stakeholders in this that are coming together that are going to be there. Department of Children, Counseling Services, as well as the Ponciana staff are going to be there. So we've got a whole collaboration of people coming together to help put this event on for the youth. We could not do it without all of their support.
Fantastic. All right. Well, thank you, ladies, so much. Please, you've got
one more thing. Sorry.
Yeah.
One more thing. And we're bringing over some kids from the BRAC. So we've got Kim and Airways giving us a discounted rate to bring some of the kids over from the BRAC. So if the BRAC are listening, we'd love to have them involved on the day as well. The counselor and the social workers over there in the BRAC should have the information to help them to sign up, and the school should as well.
Okay, awesome. So yesterday was World Mental Health Day, October the 10th. So of course, again, lots of available resources, folks. If you know of anyone who is struggling with some mental health issues, there are resources on this island and even beyond that they can tap into. So please reach out to someone. There's no need for you or your loved ones to suffer in silence. And mental health, again, one of those things that we need to normalize, that, you know, people have issues. Sometimes it might be something that, you know, is triggered by an event and you need professional help, and you can get the professional help that you need. Sometimes it is a lifelong struggle and it's something that you're always going to have to deal with. And you need to find long-term solutions for coping and managing your mental health. Don't be afraid to reach out. There are people, experts who are there who can offer you the necessary assistance. You know, and I think that that's amazing that we do have more and more resources that are coming on board and that are available. So please be reminded that the Alex Panton Foundation, you can go check out their social media pages, Alex Panton Foundation, as well as a website, alexpantonfoundation.ky. They offer amazing resources for teens and young people. They've got the portal, the website, people that your teens and younger kids can talk to if they need to speak to someone confidentially. All of those, you know, resources are available to them as well. Any final thoughts this morning, ladies?
I just want to emphasize the value of community and connection when it comes to social and emotional wellness. That is a huge inspiration for this event as well, is giving young people the opportunity to gather, come together and create good memories together and connect. And I just think, in addition to all of the professional mental health resources that we have, we should hold community and connection of equal value to those resources. So wanted to highlight that as well.
Absolutely.
No, for sure. I second that for sure. I mean, that networking and that recognizing that you're not alone, that everyone else is doing the same thing you are, we all feel the same way, has a huge impact on how you deal with the things that you're facing. Because especially with social media and stuff, we tend to be much more isolated in our rooms. We may be connecting with people, but we're not connecting with people. And so we want to get our youth that we want them to come and connect. I want to add in there though, that, you know, this is an opportunity for our youth yet again to share their comments, their concerns, their wishes. Because if I tell you the 1,000,000 times that my kids had tell me, Mom, you don't understand. Mom, that's not how it goes. And so we hear you. We don't understand. It's not how it goes. We will be looking at creating some mental health policies in the future. The Ministry of Health and Wellness would like to ensure that we have our youth voice. And we know they've said it several different times before. So we're not saying we've not been listening. This is one step further in regards to, what are the solutions that you want to see put in place, and how could that look in the long term of actually getting that to become part of a law to support our kids, or better structures to support our kids. So we really wanted to create this. We're encouraging everyone to encourage their youth between year 7 and year 12 to come out to the event, come have some fun with us, enjoy the day with your friends, make memories, and also learn key skills that can help you in your everyday life.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, thank you very, very much, ladies. And I'll post some information on social media, Miss Lucille and others, so that you can see the flyer and you can get access to all the details there. So again, the 21st, you've got some time to, work out your schedule and prepare. And I made note of the fact that there is one school, and I know there's actually 2 schools. One is Montessori and one is CIS, who they're taking a separate midterm break than everybody else. So that kind of puts a little, because there are other people who are doing like camps and stuff. And unfortunately, the CIS kids are going to miss out on that, because I don't know why this year their midterm break falls a little bit before that. And I understand Montessori as well. But all the other schools, the kids will be out that day anyway, that week from school. So it's a great thing for them to be able to do. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you too for having us.
All right, fantastic. All right, 9:29. Look at that. Perfect timing. So no overtime for me today. I know it's Friday and you guys love a good after party on a Friday, but we've got a Court of Appeal decision that's that is being dropped today. Let me double check my schedule, honey chill. And so this is quite an important decision, actually. So we want to make sure that we are there. Let me just double check. It is today, right? Yes. Yep. Court of Appeal. They're going to do a delivery of judgment. All right. So I'm going to go to that because, we got to make sure we're giving you guys court information. And the only way we can do that a lot of times is real time. We got to be there, honey chill. Folks, y'all have a beautiful weekend. Thank you guys so much. Everybody with the gift certificates, make sure. Before we go, I have a shout out. Honorable Minister Kenneth Bryan wants to do a birthday greeting. Hold on 1 second. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. 1 second, honey chill. Hold on. Let me find the message. Ding, 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 ding. He wanted to send out a birthday greeting. So hold on. Let me just pull it up here. Right. He's sending a little birthday greeting for somebody. Let me download it. Okay. 1 second. All right. So everybody else, if you want a ticket today or gift certificate, congratulations, honey chill. We had a nice little Friday moment today. Love it. Sometimes you just got to keep it positive. Listen, we could have talked about so many different things today, but as I started the show, I was moved to not have those discussions. So there you go. I can't always explain it, but it wasn't planned or anything, but I go with my heart. And y'all know I got a big heart, honey child. Lead with my heart. So thank you guys. Thanks for every single person who called in and shared what they were grateful for. Thank you, to all of you. It's just amazing. The child that called in, oh my God, bless you so much. And yes, I hope your dad has messaged so that you can get a little gift certificate as well. Listen, we are so blessed. You have no idea how fortunate we are. Even on your worst day, you are still miles ahead of other people all over the world. And I think that we just need to sometimes just take a moment and pause and appreciate that. So here's a greeting from the minister. Let's hear what he has to say this morning. Who's getting a big birthday blaze up?
Good morning, Sandra. Good morning, Kim and Molly Road viewers and listeners. I just want to take this opportunity to wish a special happy birthday to 2 lovely ladies in my constituency. First, starting with Miss Ellen Rose Douglas, lovely, beautiful woman from the central area. And secondly, to Miss Paula Macfield, married name Blackwell, but we all know her as Miss Paula Macfield. I just want to wish both of these ladies a wonderful day today. Hope they have the best day ever, and may the Lord bless them with many, many more to come. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Kim and Mall Road. God bless. Have a wonderful day.
All
Good morning,
right.
Sandra. Good morning, Kim and Mall Road viewers and listeners.
Got it on the loop option there. All right, there we go, folks. And you know what? I tell you what, I love the voice notes because you guys know, right? You can send voice notes, you can send videos into the show. You could even do a video greeting and we would post it. Listen, y'all know me. I love technology and I'm all about elevating things to the next level. And on this platform, I've always been encouraging you guys not just to pick up the phone and call in. You can actually jump on the show through the video link and talk and give your comments that way. Y'all have been so hesitant to do it, but 2025 is around the corner, honey child. And CMR is going to get that radio station and we're going to have you guys on board and y'all going to have to come on this ride with me. And we're going to try some new fandangling things, new to you, but not really new in the industry, but we're going to try some new things around, when it comes to technology and engagement and asking questions. We're coming into election cycle. We're going to get it. And I want you guys to be on board with me. Okay. Who's sitting there going, yes, Sandy, I'm going to do that. Honey, chill. We're going to get it done. All right. So I have some items here over the weekend. They've been sitting on my desk for a good hot minute now, but I need to do some unboxing. Do you guys ever want to do unboxing videos with me? Like I unbox a new product and we like figure it out together. Oh my God, that'd be so much fun. All right. So I've got some items here that I do need to unbox and I'm going to be using. Can I show you one of them? I'm mindful of time because I got to get on the road, honey child. Court don't wait for nobody. And parking. Ugh, what a nightmare. All right. So look here. I'm going to show you guys one of the items that I'm going to be unboxing that I'm so excited to actually use. Look at this. Mama's going to be unboxing. This is an auto tracking stand for iPhone. It comes with what's called a dock kit. So I can just stick my iPhone on here and wherever I move, it moves with me. And I'm thinking, this is great for, this is the tech side of me now. Y'all know I love me my tech. This is great for my cooking videos. So when I'm in the kitchen, I'm doing my cooking videos, I can just set it up, bam, and then it'll follow me wherever I move in the kitchen. Now, there's some really cool things if you're an iPhone user that's specific to iPhone. First of all, it's MagSafe, and it is specifically designed to work with the iPhone interface and stuff as well. So I'm excited. It has this NFC technology so that, it's like pairing it and setting it up. You just put it on there and your iPhone recognizes it and you're good to go. So I'm excited. This is one of the things I'm going to unbox this weekend. And then the other thing that I'm going to unbox is I'm actually setting up my teleprompter, which I don't really use for myself because obviously y'all hear me talking every day. I can talk without a teleprompter, but a teleprompter comes in handy, I think, for other people who are not quite as used to public speaking and they need a little script, AKA political candidates, honey child. So I'm going to do the teleprompter for them. But you know what? There are times when a teleprompter can come in handy for me too. So there are times when I'm not just talking like off the cuff. Like I do want a focus like presentation, and we're going to be doing more of these editorial vlogs, which just like maybe 5 minutes on a particular topic, 10 minutes at the most on a particular topic. And I want to make sure I stay on point. And that's when I'm going to be using my teleprompter. So I want to set up the teleprompter this weekend as well. I think that setup is going to take a little bit longer, and I need to put that like on a different stand and the kind of few elements of that. But yeah, those are the two things I'm got on my bucket list this weekend that I really want to do. And then I need to start packing for my trip. You guys know I'm going away on the 21st, actually, which is the Monday. I'll be on a plane heading out of here. And so I want to start packing from now so I don't forget anything. Because, I can only take so much luggage and I got to think ahead of time and need to pack my little toiletries, my own personal soap, and get my medication, make sure I got enough of that to take with me. So yeah, I'm going to start packing from now. I'm not going to be like that American girl talking about, I'm throwing everything in a junk drawer. And then when I go through security, you're going to be like, Miss Sandy, what is this? Oops, didn't mean to pack that. No, honey child. That's not how we travel now. We're organized travelers. All right, so we got lots to do, lots of packing to do, lots of decisions about which comfortable shoes to wear, because I'm going to be doing a lot of packing, a lot of walking, my apologies, and all that good stuff. I got me a walking stick this time. Going to be stretching my legs, stretching those calf muscles every day. and so excited. All right. So, yes, have a good weekend, Miss Faith and Hope and everybody else. Miss Lucille, WhatsApp me if you need the flyer. You can share that with your loved ones as well. Somebody says, where you going? To the Alps? Nope. All right. That's what she wrote, honey child. That's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. Oh, some of you are curious about the Court of Appeal decision. Not my case. I'm hoping my case is going to be November. We're making some headway. Tim Hortons has not opened yet. No, it has not opened yet. I'm going to get confirmation today and I'll post it whether or not they're opening tomorrow because they've been having some tech glitches. You know what it is? They got planning. The CO finally came in and they were racing to try to get open, but girl and boys, the technology, they got to make sure all the POS systems are talking to the back end and this and that. Everything's technology these days. So I know they've been having a little glitch with the technology. So they're working that out. So there might be a postponement. I'll confirm here shortly. Tomorrow might not be the opening day. As a matter of fact, let me message them right now. So I'll post it online and let you guys know if they're not opening, because I know y'all waiting. I had an order ready for 3 dozen donuts. Lord, we ready to give them some business. Those healthy donuts, honey child. At least they're baked and not fried. All right, good folks. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the program. I am thankful for so many amazing things in my life. I have, been blessed with the ability to work hard. And honey child, I'm not afraid of hard work. And I thank the good Lord for giving me health, for giving me knowledge. I mean, for me, one of the most important things I'm so thankful for is the knowledge and the ability to seek out new knowledge and to really try to, listen and have the gift of discernment to be able to pick out the nonsense from, the good, intelligent stuff. Yeah. And I'm, of course, most thankful for my family, thankful for all of my amazing friends. And I'm even thankful for my frenemies and the people who don't like me because they act as a source of motivation as well. You just keep going, honey child, because you want to put a smile on their faces every blessed day of the week. Can we get a hallelujah? Where's my little hallelujah button? Praise the Lord. We're going to be thankful for them too, honey child. Be thankful for the haters because they're right there watching the show and then running on CNS commenting about it. Good for you, honey child. We love you. Don't worry. Don't worry yourself. Don't stress yourself. I'm thankful for Zeus. Thankful for Miss Stacy. Big up to Miss Stacy and her beautiful breadfruit chips. This morning. Yes, honey child. Nice and crispy. I'm thankful that it's Friday. I'm thankful for Matt Brown and his comedic relief, which we're going to get to enjoy this weekend. I'm thankful for a beautiful home, a lovely husband who loves me so much. He calls me about 20 times for the day. Praise the Lord. Thank you for Marlon. He's so amazing. Yes. Hallelujah. I'm thankful for being able to go on a trip soon, travel around the world and to see different cultures. Oh my gosh, I'm just thankful for everything. I'm thankful for that CUC bill, which I don't really want to pay, but I still have to pay and ain't nobody give me a discount. But guess what? That means that we can have internet and we can have electricity and I can bring you this amazing show because of all of the technology. I'm thankful for vision. I'm thankful for the radio station that's coming next year. Can we get a hallelujah? Let's just speak it into existence. Praise the Lord. Yes, honey child. We're speaking that into existence. Oh my gosh. I'm thankful for everything. Everything. Yep. All good. All right. See you guys on Monday. Please have a safe weekend. Thank you. Miss Joyce Sand, thank you for good listeners, all of you here on the program. And Sophia says, yes, Sandy, we all have to be thankful to God for everything. All right. We are so blessed. Thank you. All right. Good folks. Have a beautiful weekend. Somebody said, yep. Marlon's 20 calls for sure. Tell him to call me. Somebody right now listening, because y'all be reporting to Marlon. Sandy was talking about this. Tell him right now. Your wife said to give her a call. She enjoys your 20 calls for the day. Damien, go pick up your gift certificate from yesterday. Says, I'm thankful for facts and seeking knowledge. Amen to that. All right. you guys on Monday morning, God's willing. And yeah, that's it. Take care.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Cold Hard Truth on Bobo 89.1 FM. Cayman's #1 talk show is live weekdays from 7:30 a.m. Never miss an episode again. Watch anytime on CMR's Facebook and YouTube channels for the latest show episodes. Don't forget to follow us online on our social media channels. And visit CaymanMarlRoad.com for all the latest news and community happenings.